Welcome back to the channel, guys. Just giving you a little tour here of around the house. See some of Christine's hard work in the flower beds. Christine always does a real nice job with the flower beds. She's definitely got a green thumb. And yeah, we really like a nice clean yard. So today's video, some yard work. We're taking care of the yard. And I've got a little toy here to help clean up the other part of the yard. My son Slade, he takes care of cutting the grass, and that's his new thing, and does a real good job cutting grass. But I like cutting the rest of the grass, so I've got a new little toy here on something brand new to the farm. We got ourselves a brand new Bobcat. Brand new S76. Showed up here last week. Our S740, the lease was up, and nothing wrong with that machine. It was a great machine, but I just wanted to stay into a new one with warranties. So we went to the S76. Very similar machine, just this one has a little bit less lift capacity and lift height, but nothing that we even noticed during our daily jobs in the farm. Yeah, new styling, a lot of little things have changed in this one. The I'm not sure what you call it, the support arm, the sway arm on the S740 used to go from the back all the way up to the front here. They've really shortened it now, so it gives you a lot of visibility out the side. A big thing is, well, if you've ever been around Bobcats, for many years they had the transverse engine, so the engine ran this way. Now it's inline. So when you open the back of the new ones, it's a lot more room, a lot more space to work on, so that's kind of cool. The way the engine cools and vents, instead of pulling air from the top and pushing out the sides like the old one did, this one pulls from the top and pushes out the back. This model came with a reversing fan, so that's really nice. But other than that, it's a Bobcat. It's very similar to the other one until you get in the cab. So once you get into the cab, that's where you can really see the difference. Yeah, so from in the cab, the first thing I noticed when I got it, way more room in here. I'm a real big dude. I am 6'9", 300 pounds. I take up a lot of space in whatever I get in. And the S740 had enough room, but this one just has even more room. I got more foot room, the sides, more shoulder room, everything here about it, more room, much better visibility. And yeah, that's for me. If you're a big dude, yeah, things like that make a big difference. So yeah, I really like that part of it. Different things, they completely switched around the controls. All the controls that are here used to be there, and what are there used to be there. So every time I get in started, I'm always reaching up here for my unlock button, because it used to be there in the other one, now it's here. So a little thing like that, but yeah, that's just whatever. I'll get used to that over time. Another nice feature, it's all digital display. So we can do all our controls in here, our audio, hook up to my phone. We can go to the camera. So this one's equipped with a backup camera, which is really nice. I found it to be very handy for training employees who have never driven a skid steer. When they're backing up, it's whenever you learn to back up, whenever, you know, you pull the joystick, and what you do is you want to turn around and look behind you. But the problem is every time you turn, your hand sways to the side a little bit, and a lot of employees that would zigzag and reverse. This way, they can look at the camera a little bit, don't rely fully on it, but look at the camera a little bit, back up, and yeah, it's made training a little bit easier. And yeah, just, you know, it's nice, it's fancy, it looks cool. So, but yeah, improved visibility at the top. They've changed this caging a little bit, so there's nicer visibility there. They changed the windows. The windows now open from the back to the front instead of the front to the back. That I'm not a big fan of, but that's fine. That's the little things. And yeah, again, for room, the new style now does not have the hump in the middle. Track skid steers never did, but the older wheeled skid steers always had a hump in the middle because the drives were right there. Now I don't, so I got more room for my feet. So yeah, that's the new skid steer. So what we're doing today, got myself a rental brush mower here from Drought equipment. They're a Bobcat dealer here in Southeast Manitoba. Shout out to my salesman Russ. Yeah, we're going to take the brush mower here today, and we're going to clean up some of the yard that we don't get to with the lawnmower. Some areas around the corrals and by the barn, a little overgrown, so let's go whack down some grass. I tell you guys, this is beyond satisfying. I can cut grass like this all day. So a feature I really like about the Bobcat, I'm not sure other brands have, I've never spent too much time in anything other than a Bobcat now. A little bit of New Holland stuff when I was younger, but you have the snail button here on your driving joystick, and that's your speed management control. I click it on there, and that allows the machine to run at full hydraulic capacity, but you can set the forward speed. So right now, brush mowing in a ditch where the grass is a little bit heavier, that mower needs all the oil it can get, but I need to go nice and slow, especially on a bit of a slope. And that snail button, that speed management system, is very, very handy. So yes, this is a very dry year. I guess the only perk of it being really dry is I can actually mow these ditches. But yeah, it's dry, folks. Where we are here in the southeast, around the Brokery Marchand area, we are probably the wettest of everybody. A week ago today, we had a big rain, a 2 1/4 inch rain, which saved our butts big time. And a lot of places didn't get any of that, maybe half, maybe a quarter of that. And you know what? It's tough, guys. If you're out there and you are dealing with these dry conditions, and some places are getting real dry, and they're running out of water, they have no pasture, they have no feed. Some really tough choices are being made, like maybe it's cheaper to just sell the cows than to try and buy the feed. And cows can be a bit of a commodity, you can sell them, but if it's cow-calf operation, that's your herd, and you put your entire life into that herd, build it up, and the genetics, that's awfully tough. My heart goes out to you. I don't think we're in that kind of situation yet, but we're gonna have to buy some feed, and feed is in very tight supply. And I've heard of some online scams, people selling hay already. They're wanting 50% down before you can even look at the hay. Don't get caught in those kind of scams. I've heard of bales being stolen already from fields, and that must be quite the elaborate setup if you're gonna go to a field and steal a round bale of hay. But yeah, desperate times, people get desperate. It's alarming. But if you're in those situations, know one thing: you're not alone. Sometimes that doesn't help, but sometimes it does. There are neighbors that are going through the same thing as you are. Go talk to somebody. don't sit there and stew on it by yourself. Be part of the ag community is a very small community, but very tight knit. Talk to somebody about it. You know, drop a comment here, and you know what? Maybe we can connect. You know, personally away from the comment section, but you know, just reach out to somebody and see what you can do. But anywho's, I've found a 5-gallon pail in my brush cutting adventures here, so I better grab that before I mow it up. Forage down, trying to cut it or graze it or something, but I don't know. We'll clean her up and make the yard look nice. Another big thing we got around here that has been under attack all week are the grasshoppers. The camera won't do it justice, but there's grasshoppers jumping out of this stuff like crazy, and yeah, they've been real bad around here. They were bad last year, but this year they've gotten really bad, so a lot of guys are just saying, piss on it, we got to take it any longer, so high clearance sprayers, aerial sprayers, backpack sprayers, whatever you can spray with. Guys have been spraying all week, so yeah, just trying to do our best to knock the numbers down this year to control them right now, but then to hopefully prevent this from being such a big thing next year. So yeah, those little buggers can eat everything in their path, especially when guys start taking the hay crops off, and you know, all of a sudden a couple 100 acres of hay line is gone. Those grasshoppers are fiercely on the move, and first they migrate to the road ditches, and then they just move on to whatever else is green in the area. So I know we sprayed our 30 acres of millet last night. The plane came over and sprayed that. Wanted to head out and get some footage of the guys spraying, but just didn't get around to it, didn't have time for it. But yeah, the planes have been flying all week. We got all done our brush mowing for the afternoon, and it went really well. Nice job, hot day, air conditioned cab. We're here in the park now for the evening milking, and it's hot. It's 32, 33 degrees outside. Heat warning for the weekend. It's been hot this summer so far. I've had a couple of scorching hot days. So that's your best friend right now. But yeah, despite the heat, the cows are milking very, very well. And yeah, things are going really good in here. What we do in the really hot days of summer, cows get to play in a splash pad. We've got just a garden sprinkler over there attached to the post, attached to the cold water, and yeah, just spray a fine mist over the cows' backs while they're waiting before they come in the parlor. And they get pretty wet, but within 10-15 minutes of them back in the barn, they're dried off under the big ceiling fans in there. And yeah, just a little something to help beat the heat. So anywho, I got more cows to milk, so let's wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.